Muspelheim, ild, is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig. Dinum, Gagab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, ild, is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig. Dinum, Gagab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, ild, is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig.
So, you have come. This is the chapter house. A beautiful place, is it not? So full of calm. It is far more welcoming when Saras is not wrapped in darkness. Make yourself at home. If you have any questions, I will try to answer them. And if you have not yet spoken with the other residents of the chapter house, I believe they will be glad to meet you. May Saras treat you gently.
Well. Aren't you something? Josephus was right. The Child of the Surface actually exists. What a surprise. And that Carnix thing, that was your doing, wasn't it? I thought so. Now I wonder if you'll manage to bring the other organists. But enough about you. I'm Merrick. If you're willing, we can strike a bargain. I never fully believed all those stories about the Child of the Surface. Why would anyone ever come down here from up there? And Josephus tends to tangle facts. Sometimes he speaks about two unrelated things, as if they were somehow connected. I think it's something with his head. Not enough air in there, perhaps. Or maybe that is when he truly is himself. But it happens to everyone, doesn't it? Abs and Urkel. Those two are not quite the charmers Josephus is. One adores violence, the other hoards words. Knowledge. What's the use of it when we're trapped in a place like this anyway? Papa would like us to have us near him, no doubt. And still, we're left to curl up here, beneath the roots. Lord of the seas, terror of the deep. He bears many names, for he is manifold and unfathomable. Like the sea itself, the sea is his domain, and we are his faithful, his children. Some believe we should find a way to let the sea into Saras, to become one with the rest of our father's house, the infinite waters. He's a feisty one. He has to be, to perform his duties. He tends to our Lord's children, raises them, tames them, and tries not to be eaten in the process. The children are always hungry, you know. Be careful when entering his domain, the ulcerate. You might end up as a meal yourself. He isn't human anymore. I doubt he ever truly was. His mind is entirely devoted to the will of the Lord and his knowledge. Try not to disturb him while he's working. And for the love of the sea, never, ever bring disorder into his dominion. It could harm Saras as we know it. Joseph has told me the story of the founding of this place 100 times over. And each time, he's just as drunk on his own words. The chapter house this, the chapter house that. From that whole ramble, I remember only this much. He built it together with the other three. Lear, Urkel, and Apps. Back when they still felt anything nice for one another. Now Lear sleeps, and the organists are divided. Problem is hardly the right word. Problems are for friends or lovers. Something drove the organists apart. That much is certain. No one dared to ask what. Oh yes, I knew him well. Long ago, at the very beginning, he would visit the chapter house from time to time. He seemed like a sweet boy, a bit shy, always absorbed in browsing my wares. That cave of his, he truly tried to carve a place for himself there. But I think he carried a great deal of grief inside him. A longing for things that could never be. I never thought it would drive him to such madness. Not much to tell about that cutie. Poor fool. His heart lies in pieces. He must like it here. I think that he even liked it when Saras fell into the shadows. That happens from time to time. It goes dark, and everything becomes quiet. It's getting dangerous out there. There are creatures that love to lurk in the shadows. The chapter house is usually closed by then. Only Josephus can leave. That's usually when he plays the Carnix. But this time it was stolen. And Josephus started acting weird. But then you brought the Carnix. And with it, you brought a bit of light back into our lives. How sweet of you. I'm sure you'll find something pretty for yourself. Leaving already? I'll miss you, sweetie.
So it was you who brought the light back to our land, was it? Thank you. Genuinely. I felt suffocated. The darkness kept me trapped here, and I've been stuck in one place for too many years already. It doesn't matter. You'll meet others like me, reef bounds, and I'll treat you with proper respect. As for me, I'd rather see myself disappear into the sea of knowledge. Because of the shifting waves, I ended up stranded here, but thanks to you, I can finally move on. Forward, if the Lord of the Depths allows it. I've heard of a place where I won't be disturbed. That's what I miss the most, Toplander. A bit of peace. Oh yes, very much so. I'm escaping the cage built for me by the one who should have been closest to my heart. I'm running from guilt and injustice. The kind that gets planted in your mind and grows until you start believing it's your own. Tell me, how would you feel if someone dear to you kept saying they couldn't live without you, even though you know it isn't true? Then why keep doing it to yourself? You actually believed it? Take it from me. As long as your loved one still has their own tail and fins, they'll manage just fine without you. Let them shout, let them throw things, but don't fall for their games. It's not worth it. Took me years to realize I was just a pawn in someone else's game, letting myself be used. But I finally found the strength to walk away, and I won't let anyone stop me again.
Toplander, it's you! The Lord of the Depths has shown us mercy after all. Feed me a deep weller's flesh, and I will grant you passage deeper into our realm. Those vile things mock me, bite me, disturb my peace. I demand justice for their misdeeds. I have waited for this for so long. Then hunt, Toplander. I will not open the passage until I feel safe and avenged. I will await your return.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. A faithful. A live one at that. Not scaly, not fin-bled or reef-bound. Oh, you don't have an ugly mug like one of the scions of the depths. Truth be told, you're quite pretty, aren't you? Damn. I mean, welcome to the First Church of the wonderful Congregation of the Saving World of the Prophet Above the Roots. I'm so glad to have you here, First of the Faithful. I'm Magdalene. Oh dear, you're so sweet. Well, if I'd known you were coming today, I'd have tidied up a little. The altar's a bit dusty and my things are all lying around. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm sorry, Faithful. I swear it doesn't always look like this. It's just no one's been here for quite a while. Well, truth be told, there was no one here apart from Boz. Ever. Oh, right, Boz. Do you know her? Well, she lives in the nearby village, Tumbo. You two should get along. Boz is great. Yup, she's my friend. Well, sometimes at least. Boz is a Finbled, like me. She lives in Tumbo. There's always something happening there. If you're ever bored, I'm sure she can find you something to do. Boz always has the best ideas for adventures. We're from the same litter in the Ulcerate. You could say we're sisters, in a way, even though she hatched from a different egg. My true brothers and sisters were eaten by the Scions of the Depths. It happens sometimes. Yes, a church of the Prophet, I think. I hope I haven't garbled it. I'm still so new to this. There weren't many useful instructions in that coffer. Only a strangely written handbook. The Bible of the Red Church, I think it was called. There was also some historical books and a few prayers. I'm glad the Prophet chose red. I like that color. The Red Church sounds really good, but I've decided I won't use the ready-made name that fell into my fins. You need to prove yourself in a church, right? Oh, the coffer was sent to me by the Prophet. Well, that's how churches work, don't they? You raise your hands upwards and then you believe really, really hard. And there it is. One day we find the goodness sent to us by the Prophet. And that goodness, it gives our lives purpose. That's what happened to me, at least. The Ulcerate is not the nicest place to live, you know? I was always alone there. But I believed one day something good would happen. And it did. I was summoned by Lady Prophet Kai and became a... oh, what do you call it? A priest. I know, but I thought about it for so long and I just couldn't decide. At first, I thought the First Church would be a good name, because we don't have anything like that here in Saras. And then I thought, no, it will be the Wonderful Congregation, because we don't have that in Saras either. But it felt silly not to mention what the church is about, so I added the saving word of the prophet above the roots, to be clear. In the end, all three sounded fine, so I just combined them. But since you think it's too long and not very catchy, the First Church, saving, roots, you're right. It is a lot of words. And truth be told, I don't even understand some of them. Oh, yes! I didn't think of that. Neat. That's such a good term. The Wonderful Congregation seems to best reflect what this place is meant to be. Even though there are only 2 of us, so it's not much of a congregation, but we're both wonderful. Yes. Anyway, there you have it. The Wonderful Congregation. You know, I'm really excited. My first faithful. A new name. It's like a new beginning. Oh yes, quite a lot actually. In the prayers and handbooks, there's a lot about a plague. That the plague will come and eat us all or something. But I don't know about any plague, and I don't see why it should come for me. What does it want from me? I don't have anything of value. It should mind its own gills, or nose, or whatever it has. Oh, I'm so sorry. Back in the Ulcerate, we'd get sick sometimes. Usually it was brought by tadpoles, or young Finbleds that escaped to Saras for a moment. Sir Apps and his helpers always got really mad when that happened. Sometimes it was just stupid parasites, but other times, entire eggs would die. My Red Church will protect and cure those who come here in need. Thank you, faithful. Sometimes, even a shepherd can learn something from her flock. It was cold and dark, dampness and slime everywhere. The ones who hatched close to Sir Apps had it best. Boz and I hatched deep in the Ulcerate. Older Finbleds and tadpoles often sneaked in there. They bullied the weak. The tadpoles, well, they were the worst. Sometimes, they even ate some of us. Usually, they grew into the scions of the depths. They're insatiable. Not when it comes to hunger, but entertainment. That's what the hunt is for them. Not at the beginning. When we're big enough, Sir Apps and the carers decide who to let out into the world. But some of us choose to escape. The rest stay in the Ulcerate, waiting to be let out, or searching for a chance to run. Me? I escaped. Boz had been let out a moment earlier. We agreed she'd wait for me, and she did. Together, we wandered to Tumbo. It's easier for Finbleds to live in groups. It's better together. We start a church, or we collect knowledge, like Boz. And sometimes we turn feral. Most of the Finbleds end that way. They get hungry and it makes them stupid. But it's not their fault. It's just how it is. Usually I read the Prophet's word and try to listen to what's inside me. That's what the handbooks tell me to do. It's very hard, listening to what's inside you. Sometimes, when I focus too much, I start hearing my heartbeat and get anxious that I'm going to die. It's the same when I breathe in too much bulb fume. If I ever heard voices speaking to me, I'd keel over for sure. Apart from that, I knit and sometimes make trinkets. Everything for the Prophet. Searching for salvation in the Word. Oh, I'd love that. That sounds like something you'd do in a church. I'd love to see what you have for exchange. May the Prophet watch over our exchange.
You carry the... This is extraordinary. No one has ever offered me such a thing to consume. And yet, you are a toplander. You must use my passage, even if it requires the sacrifice of an innocent life. Thank you. Now, drift straight ahead.
The Sanctuary hasn't seen someone as fresh-faced as you in a long time. Quite the sight, I must say. I suppose you've got important business that brought you down here, eh? Don't worry, I won't ask what it is. I'm not the prying kind. Truth be told, I'd rather not know. I was once part of some important business. And, well, you can see how that turned out. Yes, forgive me. My name's O'Neill, and this is my humble little camp. I've tried to recreate the workshop I remember from my days on the surface, and I did what I could. But you won't find the comforts of a proper forge here. Resources are scarce. Just what I've managed to salvage from the shipwrecks. Anyway, if you'd like to work on your weapon, feel free to use my tools. They're all yours. I wouldn't call myself a craftsman. More of a collector who sometimes needs to fix a thing or two. I like gathering old trinkets, relics from the world above. You know, the surface. Of course, I won't turn down a pearl necklace or a coral ring, either. If you've got something like that, perhaps we can trade. As for this place, it may not look very welcoming, but I have my piece. Folks around here tend to avoid the area near the barnacles. The barnacles, speaking of lies, they watch with their many eyes, tracking every move. Though they're mostly harmless to us. Still, that doesn't mean they aren't dangerous. The people of nearby Tumbo are tested there. If their knowledge is false, well, they say lies bring death. I don't know how much truth there is to that. Maybe it's just a tale. I've never gone there myself, out of respect for the Tumbo folk. It seems to be a sacred place for them. Actually, yes. If you find any bottles with letters inside, bring them my way. Those are the true gems of my collection. Letters sealed in glass, remnants of lives long forgotten. Well, I suppose there's no harm in telling you the truth. It's about memory. My memory, Toplander. Those of us who survived the sinking of the Saras. Each of us paid a price. I lost most of mine. Not enough to be unaware of it. Just enough to know something's missing. You can't imagine the emptiness it leaves behind. It's unbearable, you know? To exist, yet to not truly be yourself. It's hard to put into words. Yes, you look like someone who's carried their share of burdens. Ah, well, no use pitying myself. I just hope the letters will help. That they'll unlock something that's still locked away. Memories sealed in bottles. Some reach for the bottle to forget. I look into mine to remember. I don't go there often, though I believe the people of Tumbo and I share something in common. They are collectors as well, but they collect knowledge. From what I've gathered, they see it as a measure of their worth. They seek it in all things, in every possible way, hoping to please Urkel and earn their place in the archive. But why would they want that? What do they plan to do with such vast knowledge, supposedly kept there? I haven't the slightest idea. Make yourself at home among my collection. Take care of yourself.
child of the surface, share it with me, and I will open for you the passage to the Temple of Knowledge. Now we're talking. I too share that sentiment. Then let us tackle a subject which might be a wee bit controversial around these parts. Tell me, what do you know about dictatorship, Toplander? That's one way to look at it. But what if your dictator is, quite literally, the very heart of your realm? Changes your perspective, doesn't it? It doesn't mean everyone has to like it. It's simply how things work here. She is the seal that binds this place together. The reason Saras exists in the form you see now. Lady Nimue is everywhere. She sees and knows everything. Because she's connected to every living thing here. Or so the locals believe. So it's only logical. There is no free will here. Only the will of Lady Nimue. If that isn't a dictatorship, I don't know what is. Perhaps I'm not. Or perhaps I'm merely obscuring my attention, goading you to say things that would insult all the good denizens of this kingdom. But maybe it's precisely the opposite. So don't be too concerned with what-ifs and what-not. Your goal is to open the door by entertaining me with your true knowledge. So give me your honest answer. Based on everything you've seen and learned, do you approve of the way we do things around here? Does it? Every thesis begets a contradiction. Every lasting power learns to face opposition head-on. Maybe even use it to its own ends. Lady Nimue is clever. Absorbing what's opposite to you can make you stronger. Rulers who only surround themselves with sycophants are rulers whose rule won't outlive them. Our dictator subsumes everything. I certainly can't think of an opposite way to how she does things. Your king is a part of you? Is that a joke? No? No, it's not. No more talking theory. This is genuine knowledge. The direct opposite of how we do things around here. Fascinating. Mind-blowing even. So, tell me, how is it? Interesting. But at the same time, not really. You make it sound like a 20-year marriage. I suppose at the end of the day, each of us has to look at ourselves as just one part of a greater whole. In any case, thank you for sharing your perspective. I have gained knowledge about you, and that is the truest gift you could have given me. A door into another world. And on that note, you may use me now.
You, Toplander. This one is shell named Hiss. This one greets you. This one desires your knowledge. This one hungers for knowledge is the most precious thing here. This one has already introduced himself. He is shell named Hiss. But this one wonders, who are you? This one does not believe that is all you are. This one senses you are not alone here. But this one also knows the value of secrets. He hopes the time will come when he gains the knowledge of who you truly are, and why you are here. Ah, so the Toplander is also a helper. This one is pleased to hear it. This one cannot leave his post, for the tide of knowledge might pass him by.
But this one also has an obligation to a friend whom he cannot visit. Will the Toplander keep his word? Will you help this one and this one's friend? The Toplander will feed this one's friend. The friend likes seaweed. The friend hides in a cave. This one will give the Toplander a key to enter. In return for that help, the friend will repay you with knowledge no Toplander has yet held, nor ever will. This one asks that no one learn of the friend's existence or location. The beings here do not understand how important the friend is. Or they understand all too well, and would harm him for it. This one politely asks the Toplander for discretion. It is a matter of life and death. This one has knowledge, and he enjoys gaining more.
You're a Toplander. That's amazing! What are you doing all the way down here? Oh my! I didn't know Toplanders could visit Tumbo. On behalf of the whole village, it's an honor to have you here. I hope you'll find the knowledge you seek. And that you'll share some of your own, maybe? My name is Lyra. I'm a coral shaper. I whittle and mold it, turning it into my own pieces. I create shapes the sea could never dream of. You can have a look if you like. Only, I haven't been able to come up with any new ideas lately. But I'm sure that'll pass. I have some items that came from your land. You know, up there. But no one here knows what they're used for. And I can't for the life of me figure it out. Of course, I have my own ideas, but I doubt they're anywhere close to the truth. Oh, that's wonderful! Thank you! Let's start with this one. Look, it has all those long teeth. Utterly fascinating. The teeth are sharp, but not sharp enough to cause a serious wound. But you can plunge the whole thing into the ground? So I figured it must be for keeping Toplanders tethered to the land. Am I right? Your hair? What? You! And I touched it! You take it. I don't want it anymore. I think I'm done for now. Could you come back later? Please? I am? I'm sorry. That's not a word I'm familiar with. I do. Oh, is that what you call coral shapers where you're from? An artist? But you just said they were called artists. That's a different word. But not coral? Why? You don't have it on the surface? Then it's possible you do have coral shapers, and you just don't know them. But you'd still call them artists. I like that. I think I'll start using it for myself. Thank you for sharing this knowledge with me. We've decided to settle near the archive, to stay close to the knowledge. Everyone here dreams of catching a glimpse of what's inside one day. I hope I'll be worthy enough for Urkel to let me in. But as far as I can remember, nobody ever has been. You'd have to be invited by Urkel. And that's it. Ruiko guards the entrance, but don't count on her being lenient. Or bribable. Ugh, if you tried to bribe her, she'd take it as a terrible insult. Oh, would you like to see what I made? Don't stay away too long.
Toplander, thank you for coming to me. Have you seen my sister, Sindril? She's very beautiful. Looks a lot like me. We hatched from the same egg. I miss her so much. This is the second tide since she's been gone. I've asked everyone. I've searched as far as half a day's distance from our home. I don't dare go any further. It's too dangerous. We're both still so young, and I can't risk not being here if she comes back. No one knows anything. But I'm sure that cursed Hiss had his disgusting claws in this. Who else could have taken her? Everyone knows Sindril and I are inseparable. Hiss has his ways. Maybe he put something in our food so we'd fall asleep, then took Sindril. There was one time we had some seaweed that tasted off. Sindril just waved it away. She hadn't had any luck hunting that day, and she didn't want us to go to sleep with empty stomachs. I slept for so long after that. And when I woke, Sindril was gone. Trust me, Toplander. Hiss is the only one of us devious enough to do something like this. I'm sure it was him. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I've heard that your arrival heralds change. But I don't want change. I want everything to be the way it was. To live a carefree life with Sindril by my side. To not worry about tomorrow. If you help me, I'll give you everything I have. I'll be waiting here for your return. I'll pray to Abyssodontus for you.
Halt! No entry to the archive. Not even for you, Toplander. That is true. Sir Urkol guards the knowledge within the archive. But I am the one who guards Sir Urkol's peace. My name is Ruako, and I decide who may pass these gates. Sir Urkol does not wish to speak to anyone. He is terribly busy. Only those deemed worthy are allowed into the archive. Tambo is a community formed around the archive. Its people are united in the pursuit of knowledge and improving themselves worthy of its greatest source. Become part of this community. Get to know them, and allow them to know you. Work with them, for the only way to prove true worth is to lend your skills to those in need. Yes, that is what I said. I do not doubt it.
Trinkets, baubles, treasures from the endless dark. Secrets bought, secrets sold, knowledge for knowledge. Come, come, Toplander, let me look, let me marvel. My name is a current, a rush of warmth. In the biting cold, it flows, it carries a buzz with life, filled with purpose. A buzz. Buzz! You
can call me Boz, Toplander. Yes. A merchant, a collector, a seeker of knowledge. Oh, but no more. No more. I've lost my treasure. I am bereft, adrift. I miss it dearly. Nothing brings me joy. Pearl that hums a beautiful melody. It flows like water, soothes my mind, makes my insides sweetly tremble. But the Morgans stole it. They laughed as they took it, and they won't give it back. Me? They have claws that rend flesh, teeth that crush bone. I can swim fast, but not fast enough. Could you? You could? Yes! The sisters like Toplanders. A little too much, perhaps. But they are curious, often bored. They may listen, or be taken by surprise. That's right. Bring me the pearl, and you will be rewarded. Oh, tell me! Tell me! Try not to get eaten, Toplander. Keep this easy. Don't drift. For a moment I thought Morgan had bewitched my eyes. But no, they weren't deceiving me. You're here, and you're not one of us. I'm so glad to meet you. I'm Nautilum, the local fillet knife master. Oh, yes, my child. We all know. Do you really think news in an underwater kingdom travels by sound, like it does on the surface? That would be terribly inefficient. Your arrival sent a wave through the depths, heard by anyone willing to listen. And most of them are afraid of you, my child. But now that I see with my own eyes, I find nothing evil about you. I'm very good at reading the intentions of deep dwellers, but you're the first toplander I've ever met. So I can only hope I'm not wrong. By the way, if you ever find yourself needing to reach the ulcerate, you'd better not. It's a dangerous place, even for deep dwellers, let alone toplanders. My dear, mark my words. Shh! Quiet, or someone might hear you. I might know another way inside, but nobody can know it came from me. And you'll be using it at your own risk. Well, to become part of our fine society, you have to prove you deserve it. We don't have room for soft-shelled wimps, in any sense of the word. If you manage to get out of the ulcerate alive, everyone knows you can handle yourself, and that you won't cause any trouble because you've already got the rebellious phase out of your system. Fine. But this stays between us. Find Krolfin. He should be somewhere near the observatory. He'll show you another way into the ulcerate. Just don't mention my name. There's a reason I stopped working with him. Let's just say we stopped seeing eye to eye on some fundamental dietary values. I wouldn't go there myself. But if you must, you must. A cook, you say? From what little I know, your cooks on the surface love using fire. Frying, roasting, smoking. Oh, you won't see any of that down here. Oh, sure. We can heat our dishes on a geyser. I guess you could even call that cooking, but it's nothing like what you're used to. So, are you ready to learn the secrets of underwater cuisine? Very well. If that's what you want to call it. Here, take this recipe. Try it out and tell me what you think.
Keep your head on a swivel. We don't have to turn owls nearly as much.
I'm sad. You bring change. Saras is sinking into sorrow, and I'm sinking with it. Comfort me. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Not that I actually felt anything, but nobody's ever hugged me before. Thank you, Toplander. My gates are open to you.
Greetings, Toplander. Was it strong currents or a strong will that brought you down from above the roots? I'm Waste, formerly Saras's most efficient treasure hunter, now a merchant of its spoils. But let's just say I had a nasty accident that made me realize it's a path to nowhere. I didn't survive the ulcerate just to die a stupid death the moment I got outside. I used to dream of glory. But there's a point where you have to accept that dreams should remain just that. Dreams. Otherwise, one day, you'll never wake up again. Ask what it costs, not where it came from. It's the only one I've got. I hatched weak. The carers at the ulcerate didn't see much promise in me. Waste of a good egg, they'd say. Or I'd hear 'em muttering, such a waste. It stuck, even though I kept surviving, much to their disappointment. I was even allowed out of the ulcerate, and they patted themselves on the back as if I'd done it thanks to them, not in spite of them. No, it's not a bad name. It reminds me what not to become, and what not to do with my life. I like to think it helped me keep in balance. Yes, hardly the safest choice, or the wisest, in more ways than one. The trouble was, even after I left the ulcerate, it didn't leave me. I still felt I had something to prove, and I did it in the most reckless way possible. Fortunately, I grew out of that, although rather forcibly. I was nearly boiled alive in the oozing fields. It made me rethink a few choices, and not just mine. Sorry, I'd rather not talk about it anymore. Only the best Saras has to offer. Until next time.
Is that you? I've been waiting for you. I'm hungry, my friend. I listened for your steps. I missed your company. So, I wasn't a good friend after all. He sends strangers to feed me, revealing my hiding place. Why, Hiss? How much more knowledge do you need before you value me again? Or have you come to kill me? To poison me so I won't bother him anymore? Sometimes I'm unsure if what I say or do might offend him. His mind is beyond my understanding. It's possible I upset him somehow, even though my intentions are pure, and the knowledge I share is always precious. Hiss is my savior. He found this shelter for me, and keeps it secret from everyone. If not for him, I'd have been food for the people of Saras long ago. My shell turned into a shrine. He gives me safety and food, and I share my knowledge in return. And I'm a very old turtle, you see. Before Saras, my parents swam near Abyssodontis and absorbed his knowledge, passing it down to their children. That's very valuable knowledge. Friend of Hiss, there are no others like me anymore. I'm the last of my species in Saras. What remains of my brothers and sisters lies scattered across this realm. They hunted us for the knowledge we carried. Our shells became shrines. They believed it would bring them closer to the Lord of the Depths. We were unlucky. When Saras was formed, our eggs were caught in the region, and since siblings couldn't reproduce, we all died out. Except me. And Hiss has been kind. He didn't make a shrine out of me. And you, friend of Hiss, give him my respects. And thank you for the seaweed.
My, would you look at that, sisters? What a tasty little morsel, dropped all the way to the bottom without anyone's help. Aren't we lucky today?
The luckiest. But what is it doing here, I wonder?
Who cares? We shouldn't be looking a gift kelpie in the mouth, should we?
Ha! Aren't you sure of yourself?
Shh! Let it be. I like them a little spicy.
My, who would have thought Balls had it in her? I always knew that little thief was clever, but this is bold.
Almost a shit.
I'm afraid little Boz hasn't been entirely honest with you. Yes, she sent you for the pearl, but we're not the thieves here. She is. Boz used the pearl to steal the last song of our dying sister as she gave herself to the sea. She had no right. What's left of our sister belongs to us and to the waves. We weep for ourselves, for no one else will mourn us. We sing to the sea as we sink into its final embrace. It can beguile a mortal, drive them to despair. Spells woven from it are always strong, always cruel. And yes, it can be stolen. Many have tried, out of greed or malice. I find it vile. Careful, mortal. This is our sister's dirge you're speaking of, not some cheap bauble. Or would you like me to reach down your throat and find your tongue, so I can have it as a keepsake? No surprise there, but what made her send you here for it, I wonder? She had to know we wouldn't simply hand it over. Either she truly believes in your skill, or she doesn't think much of you at all. And you people call us monsters. Well, sisters, it seems we'll have a feast today. Come closer.
isn't it? Our sky above. We call it the Sky of Roots. I could stare at it for hours. I'm Vandu, keeper of the observatory. As for who you are, you don't need to tell me. I can see everything from here. The voice of the Lord of the Depths is especially clear in this place. Oh, that's very kind of you. And yes, I could use your help. I need someone to bring me essence of scalding steam, a key component of my latest invention. My sister, Waste, used to gather materials for me, but she's been caught up with other duties. Besides, I wouldn't want her wandering into such dangerous places. You'll find the essence of scalding steam in the oozing fields. Here, this container will allow you to gather the essence. Bring it to me, and I'll reward you with one of my more valuable designs. I'll be here, waiting. Oh, this place has called to me ever since I was a tadpole in the ulcerate. My sister never understood my fascination, but I always knew this was where I belonged. Its history reaches back to the very beginning of Saras. It's almost as old as the ulcerate and the archive. It was built by the first crew. I think they wanted to see what was happening on the surface. I can't see anything myself. Maybe because I'm a deep dweller, but I can hear the will of the Lord of the Depths clearly here. It flows through me and fills me with calm. It's an incredible feeling. It's as unknowable as he is. As long as I feel calm, I know everything is unfolding as it should. I feel that same calm now, speaking with you, and take it as a sign that what we do is right. When I feel unease, I know something's not meant to be. I can't explain it any other way. You'll just have to trust my intuition that our meeting is good and true. Well, I can't be certain, but isn't that what you surface folk call faith? I choose to believe that I hear the voice and feel the will of the Lord of the Depths moving through me. That choice alone is enough to make me happy. May Saras treat you kindly, Toplander, more kindly than it has treated us.
I thought my eyes were deceiving me, but you really are a toplander. I should have known, should have known. No reef-bound or even scion has such meaty legs. Not Illume did. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I've always known she'd see reason one day. Here, take the key. The entrance is just past me. Sure. And good luck on your way in. Sir Abs used to say, if you want something done right, do it yourself, and don't count on those brainless mongrels. Of course, back then, when he said brainless mongrels, he also meant me. But I learned. Not well enough, looks like it, if you managed to make it all the way here. Now be good and come to the slaughter. The Scions are waiting for their next meal.
Blasted things thought they could feed on me. Control me? Me? Though, not gonna lie, it's a good thing you showed up when you did, stranger. You're a curious piece of meat, aren't you? Guess I owe you one now. That's a good question, isn't it, stranger? I know what they weren't. For one, they weren't supposed to be coming out of the eggs, yet here they are. More and more of them every day. At this point, the whole bloody ulcerate must be infected. Do I bloody look like a learned man to you? I don't know. And those scaly wastes of space who are supposed to guard the eggs don't know either. They think they're so smart because they can string a sentence together, but in the end, nothing comes of it. Useless, the lot of them. Because they're dumb as rocks, driven by nothing but instinct. And I'm the biggest, tastiest morsel in this whole place. If they'd brought me down, they'd have a proper feast on my carcass. They wish my skin's tough enough that they'd have starved before they tasted my flesh. Am I now? I'll need to have a word with Josephus then. Find out where he got the idea that he can order me around. Though I suppose it must be the same place he got the idea to wake up Leah. The endless pit of stupidity and self-importance where his brain should be. I didn't say that. But my main concern is, and always will be, the ulcerate. Oh, I can't be worrying about Lear running wild, losing what's left of his mind, and this bloody infestation all at once. So, here's my deal. You find out what's happening here, help me fix it, and I'll play your song. Start with the dormitory and the refectory, then go as deep as you need to until this blight is eradicated. But you want something from me, and I'm not giving you another choice. You can't just sit someone else in front of the organ. It has to be me. And this is my one condition. So you better get to work and let me get back to mine. what now? I'm up to my gills in problems as it is. You solve the problem? Then what are you waiting for? May the sea spit you back out in one piece.
Toplander, Abyssodontist himself must have sent you to me. We need to talk. Privately, and right away if possible. Yes, I'm so terrified, I feel like I'm about to die. Thank you for giving me a moment of your time. Trust me, I'd bow down to you and invite you over for a round of faceted shells. But I'm out of time, and my head is on the line. Like it or not, you're the only one I can turn to. If anyone else learns what happened, I'll end up in a geyser, doomed to boil forever. It's about an egg. A priceless egg from our collection. One of them has disappeared. I have no idea who would be so bold to commit such a theft. But it's true. The egg is gone. Thankfully, it wasn't one of the creator's eggs. Abyssodontist must have been watching over those. But it's still a priceless egg from the collection of reef-bound scientists. Raised to help Saras grow and gather knowledge in the future. This kind of reef-bound is the future of our community. The first of us who may one day have intellect equal to that of the ancient crewmen. Oh, I do. Their disgusting bodies are already boiling in the geyser, watched by the ever-vigilant Thalrin. The problem is, they insist they're innocent, despite the overwhelming evidence against them. I still don't know where the egg is. I'm already getting odd looks for leaving this place so often. The slime of the Scourge of the Seas. It was definitely the slime of the Scourge of the Seas. It can't be mistaken for any other substance. They tend to grow lesser organisms on their bodies. I spent half a day cleaning that disgusting residue off my bedding. And wouldn't you know it? Depthgore's gang are all scourges, and we've long suspected them of thieving and smuggling. It's obvious they're responsible for stealing the egg. On the oozing fields, of course. The closest thing we have to a prison. Thankfully, we don't get many wrongdoers here in the Sanctuary. But when we do, we have Thalarin and his geysers. They're enough to scare anyone out of ever breaking the rules of our community. Thalarin can be very principled. If you don't give him a good reason for speaking with the prisoners, he might not let you near them. And since this whole business with the missing eggs needs to stay between us, telling him the truth is out of the question. I did hear, however, that he has a weakness for rum from the surface. If you don't have any on you, check the chests on the sunken ships. We've got a lot of those down here. Come back with the egg, my dear. Come back with the egg. And don't forget that my life is in your hands. Hurry, please. Take this key. It's your fastest way out. I'm counting on you.
What is it now? Spit it out. You solve the problem? Aha! Finally, some peace and quiet here. Though not for long, I suppose. Now tell me, what had the gall to corrupt my ulcerate? Oh, blast it! Looks like it was my own negligence that caused it. Oh, this place won't let you put your guard down for even a moment. You did good, stranger. I promised you the melody, so meet me at the organ. And may the Lord of the Seas have mercy on you, because Leah sure won't.
And who is this, slithering around in my garden? Oh, I thought I checked every last one of you today. Poor thing, you must be so confused. There, no need to fret. I'll get you back to your spot. Your form is spectacular, you know? It would be a shame to let it wither away with the currents. It's all right. Don't be afraid. I know it's been a long time since you felt this fleshy body. It's not perfect, is it? So fragile, so prone to damage, to decay, to change. But don't worry, I won't let any of that happen. Shh, calm. I prefer when your expressions are serene, not twisted in terror. You're so beautiful. It would be such a loss to mar that beauty with a grimace. Now, look me in the eyes. It's time for you to go back to sleep. See? Isn't that better? I watched once as it withered, sagging, wrinkling, draining of color, until it was a vile process. But my gaze saved you from that fate. And now, after centuries upon centuries, you remain unchanged. Just as you should be. You broke it. Again? How is that even possible? You insolent thing. This is for your own good. There's no need for all this. Don't you want to stay as you are? For all time?
Come now, my friend. There's no need for bitterness. You must admit, Lady Magdalene's congregation differs greatly from what you knew in Avalon. I find it amusing. It may be the first time a doctrine has been twisted so wildly and produced something kind.